I sought the green land and the lottery's call to study and work and to give it my all. But I never was a traitor to my own homeland. I just wanted justice with a world fixing hand. I followed the legal and transparent way, but nobody supported the words I would say. They make up the rules just to disrupt the goal, while I spoke of the toxins that poison the soul. The education was turned to a terrorist tool, teaching the children to kill like a fool. An outrageous curriculum, bringing the hate, revealing the darkness before it's too late. The USA watched as I filled out the form, while co-workers harassed me and stirred up a storm. I proposed to a girl as God had decreed, but they planted a barrier and sowed a foul seed. I noticed the spying and hatred so deep, while ISIS was rising and taking the lead. I commented online of the handwriting shown that the source of the terror is already known. I saw our own flag and the script that they use, a high moral call that they hide in and abuse. It comes from our schools and the things they interpret, washing the minds of the ones they inhabit. They say that the blood of a Muslim is banned, while ignoring the peaceful throne line of every land. They call us disbelievers if we don't agree, but they don't understand what the Quran says to me. When I tip them on truth and where it began, they trap me with blackmail and a cruel, evil plan. They use my own family to keep me in line. What worse could you see in this world or in time? ISIS are rebels, a group of the few. But what if the government is the terrorist too? For 10 years they spied and they evidence shown for a thing I did wrong. In highest of ethics, I've always been strong. They read every thought and they watch every move with nothing but labels and shadows to prove. Every nation has lunatics, this much is true, but that isn't me, and I'm testifying to you. Now my job is done and the truth has been said. The witness is finished. Let the light now be spread.
The incident, the true story about the governments and me. When I was young, I applied for the green card lottery because I wanted to study and experience life abroad. I thought it was a fantastic idea, as they sent the top-graded people there, and it's a beautiful green land where you can also drink, smoke, and meet women freely. Every young man wants that, plus the language, knowledge, and experience they gain with a good future path to work. Anyway, I always wanted to come back to my country if I left. That being said, I was never a traitor, as I heard some say. They said I called for other countries to support me against my country, or at least that's what I understood from their comment when they said he brought power from outside. Now listen, I was always minding my own business, studying and working like anybody else, but I had a big ambition to fix all the problems of the world and spread justice and ease in a legal, acceptable way for all. I did ask for help on my project like any entrepreneur, but nobody supported me until now. Anyway, I was just doing the best for all in a transparent way, following all legal processes. Until now, I'm doing that. But some make it harder for me by not supporting it and making up rules that have no meaning but disrupt what benefits all people and make it harder to achieve such big goals. But there's something I can't shut my mouth about, which is making religion and our education a terrorist tool for killing the innocent. I was studying this outrageous curriculum, which also brings hate not just among nations, but even among ourselves. So when the day came for God's order for everything to be revealed, I stood with what I believed in, regardless of the fact that my country and another country, I think the USA, were maybe investigating me for the green card application. But while they were doing that, I was being harassed by my coworker for proposing to a girl at work. Since I had done nothing wrong, I think the investigation was not confidential or transparent and was not decent. I thought maybe they were looking at my relationships too, as I was looking for the one since middle school, but didn't know how to approach it, since their religious education was to prevent men from talking to women freely. While God said in his book, "We made you male and female to know each other." Nevertheless, that was how the education was planted in their heads from our schools. So maybe they felt threatened by the investigation and didn't accept the fact that I was looking for women to get to know them. Anyway, after I noticed the spying and hatred, ISIS was on a rise. So I sent a comment about them on YouTube, knowingly the spy was on, to see how they would react. I said the video of al-Baghdadi shows the same handwriting as our flag in Saudi Arabia. While it's the highest moral call, they're using it to hide under in disguise. Maybe he is there. So I showed the fact that the source of ISIS ideology is from our schools, and so they came to me to let me elaborate about it. 1. They say the blood of Muslims is forbidden. That means others are not forbidden. Are they mind-washing us while they don't know what Muslim even means? A Muslim is someone who is peaceful. That means the interpretation should be taught to our kids. Anybody peaceful, his blood is forbidden. But even those who oppose their ways, they think they are bad. They call them disbelievers while they believe everything they see is right. But if I were them, I wouldn't believe the religion they were teaching in our school from their mouths, who don't even understand what God said in the Quran, while it's the main source of the religion. Anyway, when I tipped them about ISIS ideology, they showed up in an evil way. They trapped me by blackmailing me with my family. What worse than this could you ever see in this world? ISIS is indeed a terrorist group, but they are just some groups of rebels. But what if the terrorists were the governments? That's something I testify is true. And for 10 years, they didn't come to me and call me mentally ill and spied on me with all the other people they brought, without a hearing or court process or any kind of evidence of anything I did that was wrong, not even morally unacceptable, as I've been in the highest ethical behavior all my life. If they know that I'm into them like they are into me, behold, this is what they were searching for all those years while they were reading my thoughts and every move I make. Now you have it. But no, in every nation and in every religion, there are lunatics, but not me, regardless of who I am. Now my job is done.
Hello, peace be upon you. The conclusion from this testimony is that they want to keep spying because they want something more. They want to know all my view of the religion to make the most peaceful version possible or interpretation possible of the original text. And they already know that I'm doing the advice and which is summary of religion, and also the bless, which is a translation of the Quran in spiritual songs, strict translation, not just poetry explaining the Quran. It is strict translation of the Quran, word by word, but it can be a song because it rhymes and it sounds so good because it is the word of God in Arabic. Anyway, so if it was translated right, okay, some don't translate it as well as I do. So because maybe they have different interpretation, and they sometimes say, oh, like God will say, oh, like it doesn't really fit, and oh Muhammad, and while he's not in the text. Anyway, it is just a way of translation, an ideology of who wrote it. But regardless of what the translation already there, I'm doing a strict translation that really should be as close as possible, and it can be better. I don't know. Maybe my English is not like native, so you cannot be native in two languages. So, but I'm close to being native. Anyway, a professional translation and strict because I'm viewing all the meaning of the Quran by Google Translator and by the explanation of it, tafsir of some scholars, and my thoughts about it, my own interpretation of it, because some scholars and Google sometimes don't know the language as well. Some scholars know the language, but they get it from uh, other related texts. But I get it from the language and my interpretation of the context of the. Why I'm going so deep, I don't know. But the main point is I'm doing a very good translation of the Quran that's being sung by AI and in a good, spiritual, respectful way. That make them understand our religion as good as much as possible to make their interpretation of it, and making the advice the summary of religion, which cover almost all the most important subjects of the religions, and they already saw a sample of it, actually a version of it, but I'm correcting the version now, and as it's some translation I took it from Google, and some I took it from the scholars or the translation books, which has some mistakes, like calling right on slaves, and some critical thing and critical ideology and critical interpretation that is not being explained right. And in the advice, like some think that kafir means disbeliever. It is disbelieving after ignorant. Like it is not even disbelieving, it is ignorant of the fact. That's why they didn't believe, ignorant of the truth. That also another interpretation. It was not well interpreted, and some, and even Muslims, the word Muslims, it has a meaning. It means a peaceful submitter to God, or submitter to God, or peaceful submitter to God. It should be the peaceful submitter to God, or peaceful, just peaceful. I think it is peaceful, because God's name is peace, and peaceful mean self discipline, to not harm anybody, without they reflecting harm on them. So that is peaceful. So Muslim is a peaceful, and it can be a submitter also. So I added the explanation of Muslim. When I say Muslim, I add peaceful submitter to God. Peaceful submitter to God, because some will interpret Muslim like anybody can be Muslim. Like Abraham was a Muslim, his son Jacob, Ismail, they all were Muslims, but they didn't say. Even Jesus was a Muslim. Musa was a Muslim. Anybody is a Muslim if they are peaceful submitter to God. That is the real meaning of Muslims. So, when you say Muslim, you have to have this view that they are peaceful submitter to God. Not just a religion. It is a religion. God said, I have accepted for you today the Islam as a religion. So it wasn't there. It wasn't the time of Abraham and Musa as Islam as a religion. He accepted it in the day of the Prophet, Islam as a religion. But they said we were Muslims. So Muslim is a word that means a peaceful submitter to God. You know what I mean? So it is like a brand for the religion in this beautiful meaning. Muslim, Islam, peaceful submitter to God. It is just a name with a meaning. And also, if you look at the Christians and the Jews, their name was like the Jew. Their name is Hudna ilayh, Huda, Yehuda, Hudna, Huda. Anyway, Huda means we been guided. We have been guided, or we have became guided to this path. Or it means also Hudna, like we have. It is being guided. It cannot be anything else. Huda mean being guided. Anyway, and the Christians which is mean Nasara, means the victorious, or who bring victory, or who will help to make you win, or to help, or what they call it, like who make Jesus win, like the helper of Jesus' victory. and like that, it is Nasara. Nasara means victorious. Anyway, so Jews mean guided, Christian mean victorious, Muslim mean peaceful submitter to God. And that all a beautiful meaning, and it is they all have good guidance from God. They all been mentioned in the Quran as if they were believed in everything and submit to God's will, they will go to heaven. So it is not going heaven to heaven by religion. It is not like that. It is about what you do. It is about what you do, believing in God, for God. Anyway, but as we all are servant to God, God made us to serve Him, so and worship Him. So that is and serve His creation and like be good. Like Salihin means the fixers. Muttaqeen means the cautious. It is all good meaning that represent a good character. Anyway, that is the meaning. A good person is a Muslim. If he's really good, that means he's a Muslim. Like he's not deceiving anybody. He's not deceiving himself. He's doing what he think is right, and that's all what you need. So anyway, that is a short explanation of the religion, and you have to also worship God who created you, as you need to be really thankful for what He did, as He did all of this war for you, and you are the highest authority in it that you can see, and what you do in this life will affect all the can affect all the humanity. So you have to be careful and worship God and be responsible and be thankful to God who created everything for you, as He made us to worship Him and to praise Him and to be good servant to His creation, and this is and don't disobey Him. How you can disobey God? Like, how can you disobey God? Like if like I make a robot and he like this obeying me. Like I tell him to do something and he does another thing, or to harm people. Like, what the hell is going on? You're gonna destroy this robot. How about they have a will to choose, and the will of unconscious of what they do, and God give them the will and conscious and the perfect mind, that and perfect shape and perfect creation that is beautiful and in every way, and a mouth to talk, and hands to do, legs to walk, and ears to listen, and like in a perfect shape, and he make us pairs and to multiply, and like he if he, like this creation, all this creation of God, like came just he made Adam and make Hawa or Eve. I don't know her name in English, but I think it is Eve. Anyway, Adam and Eve, and that's it. He put them in earth, and we have multiplied and built this earth through them. Like, that is how powerful God creation is. Like, he's not gonna create everybody. Like, he can just do like everything. He can do everything. Like, what? And then you disobey him. He sent a book, messenger, and like organized this life, and you can see all these believers. Then you disbelieve of him. Like, it is really, you can see all this world and disbelieve in him. Like, how this possible? Like, I see a world that is beautiful and perfect and unimaginable. Who created this world is must be the greatest, the greatest. He is the greatest. Like, how you cannot worship him while he made all this world for you? Like, what the hell is going on in your mind? Anyway, I went drift away to tell you all about our religion, and you have to be peaceful and good character, and the different of religions. In Muslim we believe in Musa, Jesus, and Muhammad. Like the Christians, how funny is that, huh? The Jews didn't believe in Jesus and tried to kill him. Then the Christians didn't did the same mistake of the Jew and didn't believe in Muhammad. How how that is possible? Anyway, that is really a thing you have to think about. So, and he came with the perfect religion. Like, the Quran is, the word of God is like rhymed book of a beautiful poetry, a wisdom that is perfect, and prophetic wisdom that explain everything in our life. It is like our manual. How you cannot believe in something like that? It is the greatest. Anyway, and they sing it in a beautiful way. Like, you cannot even make something like that. No human can do it. Like, it is from God. Like, why they don't believe in it, I have no idea. Only one thing: the message has not came to them as it should be. The message didn't came to them as it should be. That is why they didn't believe. Anyway, we cannot call them disbeliever, but they didn't believe, or were deluded, or anyway. enough explanation. Now let's talk about my situation. My situation, I really need a break. Like 10 years is a long, long time, and I have to get married. Well, I should have been, now, in my age, I should have kids that are getting married. Imagine that. I'm 40. If I'm 18 years old, I should be married. So my kids should be like in their 20s. Anyway, and maybe I should be a grandfather. Maybe 1 year they get married and directly brought the kid, and I'm now a grandfather. So I'm a grandmaster. Anyway, for 10 years, yeah, I'm a grandmaster. Actually, I did something really incredible. But while they are watching and alone, thanks to God, of course, everything from Him, and we have to be thankful and know that we've been nothing without Him. So everything, of course, from God, and but it was being implemented through me. So there is a saying, a prophetic quote that says, the prophet says to someone, advising him of what they should do, of the best thing, he said, if all the people gathered on a heart, on someone to benefit them, if all the world came on someone to benefit them, they won't benefit them unless God want them to benefit them, to benefit Him. And if all the world gathered to harm someone, they won't harm him unless God want them to harm him. And if all the words came on one heart to do something, they won't do it unless God want them to do it. So that brings some incredible meaning, which is if you all came to me to do something, God won't allow it, if God want to allow it, we will allow it. If God didn't want to allow it, won't allow it. So God allow it for you to spy on me and read my thoughts, and that is I have to accept it. I have to accept it is from God. But God said, I have to accept not it is from God. It is God allowed it to happen because He is planning a bigger plot. So, what is the plot? I have no idea, but the plot is, I think it meant to be starting or promoting justice and ease to the world, which is the first thing the angels and when they ask when God mentioned humanity, when God mentioned humanity, He said, "I'm making a human in earth." They said, "Will you make in it who corrupt in it and shed blood?" He said, "I know what to do, what you don't know. So I know what you don't know." To the angels, how should I know? I don't know, but maybe it is not shedding blood and not corruption, because God said, "I know what you don't know," to corruption and blood. So it may be justice and peace and ease of living. So that was the mission I've been I have been a prophecy of. There was a prophetic prophecy of who spread justice and ease of living to the world, and that prophecy, I have to explain this. Oh my God! Anyway, that prophecy of a name of like the prophet name, and someone and has a name of the prophet, and his father name like the father of the prophet name, and from the prophet family, and will spread justice and ease to the world. That mean it is as close as it can get to of what happened to me. As close. It cannot be closer than that. I don't think so. It is like impossible. Like all the people came and leaders of the world came to read my thoughts. And I have already planned to make justice and ease of living to the world and promote justice and ease of living to the world. And they kept spying on me for more than 10 years. And I already built a plan and everything planned for this mission. And it will be successful if I got supported, if God will. And I have the same name and everything, like everything on me. Like, as God said, if they gathered in one heart, if God allow it, allow it. If God didn't allow it, He won't allow it. So maybe God didn't allow it until now because you've been deceivable, deceitful, and deceptive, and anyway, all the wrong thing. Anyway, if you've been thankful, maybe it would have been something else. Maybe really all the world will benefit, and justice and ease will be spread to the whole world. So, as it's been spread, unjust and corruption. So, the thing is, after this prophetic quote that about the guided one, when I was a kid, I wanted to be him. And God mentioned in the Quran for everybody what he seek. Everybody will get what they seek. Everybody will get what they seek. Which is اللهم صل وبارك على محمد. I forget the verse, but I'm trying to remember it. Should I check? Anyway. It's getting hot here. Just a moment. Anyway, for everybody what he seek, and what he seek will be shown. Will be shown, like will appear. So, and he will be rewarded on it. So that is the verse explanation, but I don't remember the exact verse. Anyway, it is not time to search. And what I mean, since I have this intention, and God and the Prophet said every intention, every work is by its intention. So we were rewarded on our intention. So I have this intention to be the guided one and to spread justice and ease of living to the world. So as God said and the Prophet said, I will be granted this intention and will be rewarded on it, and it will be appeared and it will be shown. And that's the bottom line. So I cannot back off from that. Like God said, by meaning ومن ارتد عن دينه, ومن ارتد, who back from his religion, he will I think he will be punished, or something like that. I don't remember, but who back on their religion because of something happened to them. Not by their beliefs, but by what others try to do with them, like what happening now in the spying. They harass me and everything, and like that. I cannot back off on my religion and my beliefs and my ambitions. Like if I did that, then God will punish me, and that is not good. Just because of some people or leaders who are nothing, but God created them from nothing. So that is why I do what I do, and that is maybe the whole explanation of my my case. So plus that You have to believe in all God books, as he said in the first chapter, first page of the second chapter of the Quran. The first page of the second chapter of the Quran, the beginning of the cow chapter. He said, who's successful? Who's successful? And from that, we take that we should believe in all books of God, all his revelations, the Bible, the Torah, the Gospel, the Quran. And that is how you can be successful. And good luck. Goodbye. That's been a long session. Sorry for taking so long. Goodbye. I hope you benefit from it. Also, God said, don't spy.